Fox Weather Alert, a powerful winter storm slamming the East Coast this morning from Florida to Massachusetts. Millions are in the path of this weekend wrecker. This is Weather Command Weekend. We're coming to you on both Fox Weather and on Fox Business Network. I'm Melanie Black alongside Michael Estime and Nick Koster in studio. America's weather team fanned out all along the East Coast this morning as we bring you the ground truth you won't see anywhere else.
Yeah, we have so much that we're tracking for you. My goodness, snow in the deep south. Also snow all the way up to parts of the Northeast.
Yes, we are centered in New York City as well as Foxborough today. And first, we're going to take you to the south. Here is a live look. We've been following the conditions there. This camera takes us, well, that one was Augusta. And this one is going to take us to Greenville, North Carolina, where the current temperature is 45. So still relatively warm start there, and we have the 40s sticking around Myrtle Beach, South Carolina this morning, but sure looks like it's a dreary Sunday start with a lot of the clouds there. We begin in the south, so let's stay in this area. Here's Macon, Georgia, where we've been watching the flakes fly here. Really one of our best camera shots this morning, and we've already spotted some snowflakes in Florida as well. There's a cold front that's pushing winter temps through the area, and right behind it, we have some snow showers. South central Georgia facing the highest chance for continued snow. For more, let's head to Cordele, Georgia, where we find our storm specialist, Mike Seidel. Mike, yesterday, you promised us some snow for your live shots, and your forecast verified.
Yes, indeed. You know, even a blind squirrel can find a nut once in a while. You know how that goes. But yeah, this is pretty obvious. A couple of days ago, we were going to get some snow down here. Weren't sure how much and exactly where it was going to fall, but it's falling pretty much where we had expected it a couple of days ago. Staying out of Atlanta, thankfully, the airport is just far enough north. It's only about 65 or so miles to Macon, where we've had quite a bit of snow as far as coming down. They've had maybe an inch at this point. But even if it wasn't accumulating at ATL, they'd have to de-ice, and that would really back up the system because it is the world's busiest airport. But that's not the case. No worries if you're flying in and out or connecting. Back here, the ground is whitened up nicely in the past 30 minutes. We switched over between about 7:30 and 7:45, and our temperature has dropped down to 33. We started this morning at 6 a.m. Eastern, and it was 44 degrees. So we have dropped down 11 degrees as that cold air comes in. The snow is now ending from the west, northwest to the southeast. It's going to snow here, we think, until about 11 o'clock or so, plus or minus 15, 20 minutes. And then this afternoon, the sun comes out. And with that, combined with some wind from the northwest, the concern about black ice is not very high for tomorrow morning. And fortunately, with a federal holiday, schools are closed, Martin Luther King's birthday, we are going to be in pretty good shape. You can see the tropical vegetation. Boy, isn't this beautiful? Second year in a row they've had accumulating snow here. That's not a record here. You have to get farther south. We're farther north now. By the way, Macon, since the late 1800s, has had 35 days reporting an inch or more, and they've had a snowstorm as big as just over 11 inches. So when you get up close to Macon and Atlanta, the whole climatology changes with snowfall. Roadways are fine as expected, 33, but daylight, and that helps too, even though the sun angle is lower but getting higher. That's high 75 in the distance. Our visibility is down to about 2 miles in light snow. Macon has been down to a mile. We've showed you the cameras and how the visibility has been affected. We still have, like I said, a couple hours or so to go with the snow coming down. And Melanie, we just keep watching and enjoying it because it's not often that you see snow accumulating at this latitude. Now, last year, I mean, that was just unbelievable. You know, even Dauphin Island, Pensacola Beach getting 8 to 10 inches of snow. This is a different kind of system. The cold air wasn't in place, and we don't have a low, a major low. So this is a whole different animal. It's not a big snowstorm by any means. It's just the cold air coming in before the moisture can get out of town. And so we end up with these pretty pictures this morning. And the best part about it is it's Sunday, and the roads are fine. So you can do whatever you really want to do. You can even have a snowball fight, but do it quick because it's going to melt very quickly this afternoon.